They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Peterson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Peterson. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 2nd down, Samuel.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st down, Peterson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dwayne Smoot in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, it's Robinson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Jags are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Peterson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. Not much there, only a yard. But that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive. Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Off play action. Peterson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket? I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. D. Ford in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Peterson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Lawrence from his end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt off.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence dancing to his left. And a dump off here to Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Burton. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these 2 teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship? In charge.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
From the 27, Lawrence completes it to the tight end, Burton.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Robinson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence being chased out left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson. Second down at 7. They go play action with Lawrence. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, Robinson works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Lawrence flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. They run the counter. It's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A big play there on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, Peterson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go play action here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. Off play action. Peterson eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to them.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a give, right side. Robinson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence, flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They run. Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Lawrence buying time to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for only a couple. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's into the clear. The 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
You know, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red.
And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On the run, it's Robinson. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He finds Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason's going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?